Hello and welcome back to Flinter Galactic. Today we're going to hopefully finish, if not mostly finish, this frigate. It's quite a big ship, so well, not that big, but it may require a third episode. I'm hoping not, but if it does, it does. So I guess let's just get building. Last time we built this base. Had the idea of this frigate. So, I just thought it might be better if I push this back slightly. Because the problem is at the minute, if I have my rover here, well, however way I have it, something might be blocking it. Because if I have it in the way that my fighter is here and my rover is here, my rover may struggle to get out. But if I have it the other way around, I have the opposite problem. My fighter will struggle to get out. So if I push this back by one, grab a fourth hangar door, leave that. Do something like that. And even do something a bit like, if I change that to that, to keep it as one thing, then put that as that. Okay, yeah. And then I'd probably want... So the idea would be I have, like, a set of 2 magnetic plates here, and I have a small fighter bay here where I could store 1 or 2 fighters. Like, probably either attached here or attached to the ceiling, but I probably want the ceiling so that I can have some form of walkway to go through. This would be a brilliant place for a jump drive. I've just thought... Worry about that later. Let's try and carve... Oh... I may need to change this up slightly so I have just enough interior space here. Something like that. And so it flows better with the actual build itself. Now I could put... I don't need more down thrust, but I could put some turrets here. Maybe I just leave them as blank hard points. So if I need... I do something like this, I just leave them blank. So if I then need something, like for something I want, I need a railgun for any reason, I just don't attach it there because that will go over the thrusters. But that's the sort of idea. Maybe I'll find out something to put there. I do want to... Oh, actually... the way this is laid out would be really annoying, because... if I put... hydrogen... Oh, okay. That would also block off that. So... that will turn to... this. The ship didn't really have interior space in mind, but... I do something like that, I suppose. Do I have an airlock on this? Shoot, I don't. For now I'll keep using the hangar, but... Oh no, because I was going to have a top airlock as well, so... Maybe I could even just... stair... It's not perfect. Or even ladder. Oh no. So I have... this like that. have it a bit like that. Maybe I even continue this along. I actually probably don't need to hit the ground. And then I just have one of these doors, which don't start open. And then I have a bit of an airlock here to immediately get to the rover and that sort of thing. I think that could work. Should probably... Right, yeah, because... Just do that. Leave it blank for now. Maybe put something in there later. Put some hydrogen thrust. Hydrogen tank, sorry. Oh, actually, what if I pulled it forward so it was here? That might actually be better. That doesn't block anything. I can put my set of 3 hydrogen thrusters here. And it also leads to a better connection here. It's not the safest thing, because it's very exposed, but nothing a layer of heavy armor can't solve. Can I remove all this? I can. I do something. This would be a perfect place for jump drive, but I don't really want to put one in unless I find it. It also would be a perfect place for an airlock. What if I did? I suppose I don't actually have to fully build it in the world. I could just place it down. Do that. Yeah, I'm straying. I want to get the best thing to do is get piping done first, because then you know where all your conveyors are going to be. So, oh, I just thought of the perfect thing to put here. I know I said get piping done first, but what if I put an air vent? So then I can, and then I put in, maybe build it into the hull a bit more. Something like that. Oh, I'll do that in heavy armor. I don't want to do too much heavy armor because I need this to be fairly maneuverable, but just a layer where the hydrogen tanks are shouldn't be that bad. And then something like that. We'll keep that going. Do something like that. And then here, could even do one like that. O2 to start with. But I also have oxygen tanks. So that when I'm in atmosphere, I can set it to depressurize. I think that works. I set it to depressurize, which will suck a bunch of oxygen into the tanks itself. I'm not sure if that works, but if not, when I get into the world, I'll just replace it with with like guns or something, thrusters or a thruster. I keep getting distracted. I need to work on this. Bit of extra cargo storage. Probably back here next. Something like that. Because this is probably gonna be a connection. Do something like this, this, this. I don't know if these this isn't connected. Oh, okay. I need to do something a bit weird. Unless maybe I just had 2 layers. I did something like that. Cap it off like here. Place these with this. And then I can run a conveyor. Say it's a bit of a weird place, but I could do it from here. Do it something like this. Cargo, and then like that. Because then it still connects all together. I could, even for a redundancy, I didn't do any other one, so place it here. Fill in that. It's just, I would use spectator, but that. Right. I'm gonna save the free space for later. But this could be an excellent place for maybe some extra. Oh, actually, do it here. It's actually here. Do a couple of hydrogen tanks. And then later on I'll put batteries there. Oh, that reminds me. One thing I want to do. Turret idle off and range up. While I'm here, may as well. Gives it a bit of protection. I'm not, I can't do too much heavy armor, because the more I do, the heavier it gets. And the heavier it gets, the more thrust I need. And I don't have a lot of hydrogen thrust, and I want to be able to fly in just this. I'll do some testing today, hopefully. That's that bit done. Run the conveyor network. That actually kind of lines up perfectly. Wait a second. Then another hydrogen tank, I guess. 4 hydrogen tanks. That actually, depending if I do connectors here, should be everything currently in place connected. So I wouldn't usually do this, but just run a thin line of heavy armor just across the underside of the ship, which is a bit harder to blow out and get and destroy, so that hopefully I can keep, like, this bit goes like this bit here, and this row of heavy armor should just be able to keep it intact so I can retreat. Right. Refining and assembling is also something I'm gonna need. If I can, I'd like to have a full-size assembler, fully upgraded. Oh, that could be a great place for a refinery, but I don't know. I definitely want some assembling. I'd prefer if it was actually here, because then either side I could put speed modules. So I could do something like that. Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm going to have space, and I don't really want to put full... Ooh. I did it here. It's off-center, but it could work. Do that. 2 speed, 1 yield, 2 speed, 2... Ew. Actually, I probably want power efficiency. 1 speed, 2 yields, 1 power efficiency. Because I want to do this with hydrogen engine, preferably with battery back, with 1 reactor as a backup, and then battery power. Yes, solar panels. What if I put a couple of solar panels on somewhere? Not as its main power source. I could even do it. If I did something like that. I don't know. Oh, hydrogen dust is flicking on. I could even use them for decoration. What if I did something like that? And that, no. There's no real good places for it. I probably could come back unless I did it here. The solar panels around the... That doesn't look that bad. I connect it up. I would want to push this forward 1 though. Because then I could do something. Definitely need to put some more power in. Oh. Yeah, stop that. Enable off max range. Stay in it, won't move around. Okay. I think now is as good a time as any to put in that those batteries I said about. Where's it gone? Oh, I don't have a beacon on this. Ah! Now... Oh. You see, that might be a bit of a problem. If I just chuck on a couple batteries to get everything powered up. Oh, please. Okay, I mean, I suppose it's one thing. Okay, that's fine. Let's move both those batteries, not solar panels. Yeah. Then maybe a couple, I could do more, but I'll do 1 hydrogen engine leading into cargo, a couple of batteries. That. A couple gyros actually, because I'm going to need some gyros. Right, all thrusters seem to be online. So theoretically it's technically ready, but it's not really good. Okay, now it's time for a bit of interior work. I'm going to start off with a hangar, because that's the most sensible place. This isn't going to be a grandest of interiors. I'm actually going to change this around a little. What if I did it in the middle? That would satisfy... Yeah, that's just not perfect, but it works for now. Let's change these out to this. And this is going to be fill. filled. Yeah. Do that. 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 Could do a sliding door hatch. Into, I'd say, I don't have it. What about passage? Use one of the newer ones. Let's use passage 3, I'd say. Okay. I'm gonna put connectors here, but because of how it's laid out. I need to remove one of my oxygen tanks. What I'll probably do is off camera, because I've already done long things for this, design some form of atmospheric fighter that can sort of hang off a ceiling, or not necessarily atmospheric, but a fighter that can connect on the ceiling. That, and I'll do one more, or I'll just put landing gears or something. Throw it a bit more in the centre. Bit one off. Oh, okay. Of course it does it there. That's not great. Also, it does restrict lighting a little. Oh, corner lights. Perfect. Something like that. Definitely need something on the floor. I could do... Because, actually, this was where I put... One of the other reasons is that I can actually decorate this now with catwalks, maybe? Do 2 catwalks. 3. That look good. That works. Okay. I might. Let's got 5 by 5 space for most of this, and then I might just do a full door, honestly. And then just do that. That. That works. I do want to do a couple other things. I'm not going to do much, but like... Just in this corner here, put a barrel, set barrels. Put freight container here. Make it look a bit more used. That's something you want to do in ships. Make them seem lively, make them seem like they've been lived in. Also, I do apologise if my voice sounds weird. I caught a bit of a cold at the moment, I think. This was... If I did it like that, would have been like that anyway. So do that. That. Get some shelves. Eee. Got to keep... Okay, well, that's pretty much the hangar bay done. I might put a couple corner lights here. Oh, button panel. I need a button panel. That could be what, instead of having a second here, I put one of those new inset button panels. Yeah. And it has a perfect number of buttons. I wouldn't usually do this, but since it's a survival ship, This would be... Let's see. I think that'd be left. Yeah, that'd be left. I'm gonna do it like this. Because then... Technically I should probably put port, like S and R. S and P for port and starboard, but I cannot be bothered. Then doors, doors. Rover should be able to fit in there. No, not only this. Rover. This will easily be able to fit and probably be magnetised. I don't think I'd be able to fit my bigger rover, but it just means I'll take my smaller rover, which is probably better anyway. Space for 2 small vessels, and they don't have to be fighters, I suppose. I could do even like mining ships, or like mining ship and maybe a fighter or something. I'll just leave one empty. Oh yes, I'll sort that out later if I remember. Right, I don't need a proper airlock, but a couple more batteries. Right, next I think I'm gonna tackle the bridge because I think that's a bit easier. Flight seat, I think that'd be best, most applicable for this. I don't really, helm blocks are cheap, and it's probably good if I have a couple of them just as backups. One of those, I actually need to do that, and I can put another door to make a makeshift sort of airlock, because this is one of the smallest airlock designs you can actually make. Just 2 doors, and you just manually close one when you go up. Manually close one. That planter, probably want something. Desk, sort of stuff you'd have in a bridge. Use one of these. These are nice. They have that weird. I don't really want to go out the other way. I imagine over here it'll be a bit. Oh, what I'll do is I'll put section off. So I have the same sort of stuff. I'll put. In total, I think I'll put 4 hydrogen engines on this ship. I think that should be enough power. Put one there. And I also want a backup reactor that I'll put just here. I want it off the conveyor grid so it doesn't get automatically supplied with uranium. What I'll do, I'll section this off into, say, further stairs up. Have catwalks. Go round. I don't know, I can't really do stairs here, then I suppose. Oh, these scaffolding ladders are great. So you can do it like that. And should not lead into the bridge. Brilliant. Okay, that's not very useful. It's way too. I suppose I could probably lead it into the bridge, but it's just a bit annoying. I was hoping it might appear like here or something. And if I do it like this, it shouldn't be a problem because you can get through. Let's just check, can you? You can, and then you can walk into the bridge. And then I want a light here. Oh, this is a bit weird to get down. Got that. Couple more batteries. Actually, batteries here. Cargo. Need a couple more gyros. I want to try and keep this maneuverable. Okay, that's fine. Something like this, but over here I will have inset bed. Two ways. I could either do like oh. Doing that, I can do this. Look, do that and that. Which is better than having to put actually a kitchen. I do want yeah, that. This is exposed, no. Do that. Put a shower. All these are fairly cheap. And I'm not running on PCU, so don't need to worry about that. Put couch. Over here, I would do a cryopod, not a cryopod, a medical, actually I probably could fit a medical room. But, I do want a cryopod. This goes up and to the side, so... I might do survival kit cryopod door. Oh, no, I got a better idea. That. Section this off with a passage. Do this. I don't often use these passages. I often don't use passages except for detail, but this is turning out great. Passage 3. That. And cryo chamber. Yes. I don't know, I need something different. It looks a bit... Oh, I'll just put a door here. Section this off with the passage. Put the door here. Then have it lead into like an engineering bay where the reactor is. I will put a roof over it. And there. Up there. Storage access panel here. Actual access panel there. There was one that was like this, yes. Yeah, then I would put gyro here or something. Anything that looks electrical, I'll put a locker thing in here, I suppose. No, actually. Oh, components, put small components. Which does serve the secondary function that if I run out of components, I can just grind those shelves down. Not the best engineering, but it does what I need it to do, which is purely act as a place to access the reactor, really. I couldn't reach cargo there. up here, all the way there. Then over here I have a shower and bathroom. I could even put a catwalk, like, and do some stuff over here. Maybe, oh, maybe use one of those catwalk walls. Have a catwalk over here. To access the gyro, and here I put a battery. Willis duct, Willis duct. Maybe. No, I'm not going to do Willis duct because I don't really need it. What do I put here? Gyros? Batteries, I suppose. And then maybe leave it a bit more open. Bit more exposed machinery. Sort of lower decks style vibe. But not quite lower decks. And I could even put an area, secret area here. Catwalk, access to, say, if I removed the hydrogen tank, placed it with some conveying. Access to some cargo and an armory, just for a bit of maintenance if I need to. I suppose here put another hydrogen tank, or even another two, because I do it. Yeah, just do it like that. I can even do three. That. Fill that in. One thing it doesn't have is pressurization. The only thing that pressure, that oxygen would be used for is that, but I can change that. Oh, I still need to connect this actually, so. Yeah, air vent. That works. Did not mean to teleport, but that's fine. And just fill sync the steel platage. That's made a bit of a cozy little interior. Not as good, not as good as, like, not, I'd say not as good as some of the interiors on my other ships, and especially since that's blocked off. But it doesn't need to be. It's not meant for a style of building. It's meant more functionality. Nice interior for a small little frigate. There is still some empty space. Oh, you're not piped. But cargo. I want to try and keep this as. And great. Where's that passage open? Yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here, what if I did a bit of decoy action? Put in something like that. Hardened metal heavier armor box and put in some decoys. So in a broadside fight, which this thing is designed for because most of its guns are super firing, or at least both of its heavy guns are, so put in a couple more hydrogen tanks. I don't want to overload this thing because I know the more I make now, the harder it's going to be to make in survival. So, I don't want to do too many power cells either, they're a pain to get. But, is there anything that I desperately need? I think I've got everything actually. I do. Put in there with some heavy armor, some armor. A couple more gyros to make sure it can rotate properly. That's probably way too many gyros for a ship this size. I can't connect this up, so at best it would be batteries. I suppose I could connect it up because I could use that. Maybe a couple more oxygen tanks. But other than that, just some more armor. I think it's at a point where it would fully function in survival. So, battery here, I suppose. Where is it? There we are. Oh, beacon! I need a beacon. That could be something that goes in here. And an ore detector. I put... So having full or heavy armor, I put beacon, ore detector. That was not how you spell antenna. And it's almost like I've thought this out. Antenna. And this ship, it's not ready for survival, but it's... How long have I spent? Good 40 minutes. Question is, do I make a part 3? Finishing up. I don't think there's much point. I think I may as well just finish this off now. One thing I do want to test is, well, let's... Oh, we have... Well, everything is connected. Oh, it's actually not got the best gyro control, so... Good forwards. Not the best backward, but... Fairly good up. It doesn't need to be the most manoeuvrable thing. It just needs to be enough to get around. Might chuck a few more thrusters on. Oh, I never checked side. Side's actually really good though. I want to check on I don't really have any more space for any more back thrusters unless I chuck someone here. Move one up thrust. That. Do that. Maybe put a couple more up thrusters here. Right. What is it here? There. I don't want to be... I don't want to be damaging... going into anything with me. Okay, you're good. You already have a conveyor, but I need to do a process. I just want a conveyor line here. Even show a bit of exposed conveying. That would be that, but up here it would be That. Bit more up thrust. Wheel still connected. It's not much of an increase, but also added a couple more gyros because I do not know how slow this thing was. I reckon it's all that heavy armor I added. Ah, here. Perfect. 6 more gyros. Can you see it now? Oh, gyro control. Oh yeah, no, it's gyro control's fine. Good forward. It's got no small hydrogen forward, which could be an issue. I do need a bit of small hydrogen forward. That isn't there yet, so that can easily do some. I think 2's enough. It's just so it can, because it doesn't need amazing of that. So that's that done. So I think now it's mostly gonna be admin. I'll do painting first, I suppose. Just gonna clear my hotbar a bit. Now, what colour do we make this? I kind of want to make a bit of an orangey. Also, before I... Oh, hang on. That never pressure right. I'll sort that out in a sec. Before anyone thinks... I know there's no gravity gen. I don't particularly think I need one for a ship of this size. Well, I say for a ship of this size, for like this ship. Now, I could do a yellowy. Maybe a bit more orangey. Did it that, but made it not heavy rust. Where's dust? Dust armor. See this? I mean, it kind of works, but I kind of want a bit more of a brighter orange. No. Or even a bit of a yellow, something like that. Yeah, that's way too bright. It should blend in a little. Oh, that might work. A bit more orangey. I think that could work. It's not the best, but a bit of detailing. Call these grey. Put well, I'm gonna do that. That. Keep that bit grey. Turn this grey. Grey, 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 grey. Great. Great. Let's turn that to that. Oh, camera. I definitely want a camera. I've got the perfect spot for it. I could even do like, it's like there, a bit of a grey stripe down here. Oh, God, that does not look good. Do that. Let's see what the underside looks like. If I just did that, then kept that and that should work. That. Okay. Maybe make this grey, because that won't really affect anything else. Because if I did that, that would affect that. Actually, it may not be the worst idea to put section of that. No, not red. Though, that's gonna be an idea. Usually I would do a white stripe, but I do yellow instead. Red instead. Ooh. Play around with this a bit. Maybe make it a bit more pinky. Oh, yeah, catching my attention there. Ah yes, the fabled interior. Oh yeah, definitely grey, grey. 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 Is there any other things that really need to go grey? Because if not, I'll start moving on to, other than the interior, I'll start moving on to that red. Because usually I do white, but what if I did something like this red, but a different colour? What if I did frozen? Which wouldn't really make sense, but does it look cool? No, not really. I do also imagine frozen could be used for a bit of like a degraded effect, because it looks a bit like, or like a wallpapery effect. Sorta, if you don't look at it too hard. Maybe this. A bit bad armor. I think a bit bad armor would be fine. Change this back to dust. Thing is, bad armor. It looks good, but you can't use it for an entire ship. You need to use it sparingly, otherwise it ruins the effect. Turn that red in a sec. Definitely want to do a bit of red here. Red. There's a colour. I know I've seen this colour scheme somewhere before. I can't put my finger on it. It was like another. It might have been another space engineer ship, or it was a show or something I watched. Ugh. I don't know, but whoever did it made a good choice, because this looks awesome. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll add actually a bit of white in there, cause just for a bit of detail. Not a lot, but just enough to. Do a bit of white there. I think that's might do a bit of red here. It is red, I suppose. It's a bit odd, but I'm digging it. I can't do that. Make this dust. Might move this. I'd say... Oh, interior. But other than the interior, I'd say this is looking pretty good. Grey, that's already grey, that's grey. I can make the entire, usually it's, I can make the ceiling grey, but I can't make the floor grey, but this time I can make the, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Usually the ceiling is a trickier bit, because usually ships that I build, the interior is closer to the top than it is the bottom. That works. To work on the outside, that's the main point. No. This needs to be dust. This needs to be yellow. Do that. Okay, that's all works. I can make that grey, I'm sure. Leave that. Oh yeah, I can make everything in here grey. It's much better interior colour. It's bright yellow. If you had an entire... It's nowhere near as bad as like the pure orange that and the pure reds that one of my my faction ships have. But do that, maybe actual red. Set back to defaults. Grab the actual red. Then grab this. Yep. Make that red. See how it works. Usually the ceiling is a thing you can leave grey. Oh, yellow, but not this time. Have. Sorry, I thought I had something. Yeah, so I think I can safely start to wrap this up. Not the ship, but I can probably wrap up the video, because after this it's going to be a lot of admin, setting up control panels, changing a couple details here and there. It's not really entertaining stuff for a video. So that's all done. Engineering is done, over here's done. That can stay that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, one thing I will do before I go. I hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully we can see this ship in the survival series. This yellow is starting to not get along very well. You very well might be that I changed the colour scheme by the time. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and yeah, so stay safe out there, engineers, and happy hunting. So just before I guess sign off, I have done some fairly major additions after some fairly actually boring testing. After fair bit of deliberation, I actually decided to stick with the orange and white colour scheme. So, not much has changed. I've added a few extra atmospheric thrusters here and there. Like here, I've added a few beam blocks, like I've got some atmos thrusters there. More atmos thrusters here. These need to be here because otherwise it won't fly on Pertam. I thought the atmos thrusters I had would be enough, but they weren't. I don't know why these are too different as well. Hangar. Everything's exactly the same on the inside. Should be at least. Red cryopod, all that stuff. That's the same. Everything in here is the same. Just go for a bit of a tour of the ship. Yep, bridge is still here. All the control seats are done. Maneuverability's good. So I'll do a bit of a test. It's got pretty good forwards. I've already tested it can fly on Pertam. Does take a bit of finagling to get out of Pertam gravity, or at least far enough where I know I can make it. But it's doable. So I just wanted to show you the ship before the episode ended. So yeah, I've decided on the name I'm going to call this, as it says there, the Tempest, and I call it a custom frigate class because of the sort of situation I'm in the survival. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and now goodbye for real.